I'm Christy McCain, and I'm a professor here at CU Boulder in the Ecology and Evolutionary Biology Department. And I'm also the curator of vertebrates, so meaning things with backbones, the scaly, feathery, furry things. And I teach in Ecology and Evolutionary Biology, and I teach also in the Museum and Field Studies program here at CU. I initially got interested in the field that I work in because of my family. So my parents are very outdoorsy people. My mom grew up on a farm and my dad grew up basically on a ranch and hunting and that kind of thing. And so both my parents really are outdoorsy. So we grew up going fishing, going hunting, going hiking, backpacking. I think I went to the top of Half Dome in Yosemite at 6 months on a backpack. So I'm currently working in the area that you see around us. I'm currently working on a study that's looking at about 30 different sites across the Rocky Mountains, the Colorado Rocky Mountains, in the Front Range and in the San Juan Mountains. And we're studying mammal distributions. So all the small mammals, so basically anything from a shrew to up to a marmot. And so we trap mammals at all these different sites, and we also survey the climate. And we also survey their food resources, including the insects that you saw in the pitfalls, and the vegetation and seed traps, as you saw earlier. So all of those things we're studying to look at how species are distributed in the Rocky Mountains, how their populations are distributed across their range, and how that's related to climate and food, and how that might change if climate changes in the future. With studying the different habitats and their diversity, if we have a baseline about undisturbed habitats, so say I look at that habitat in lowland tropics and I know how diverse it is and how abundant species are, and the same thing for the top of the mountain, then I go back after 50 years of climate change and I resurvey those two places. If there's a huge amount of change, we know that most likely could be attributable to some sort of habitat change, either human degradation of the habitat or climate change. So the question is, of all the animals that I've studied over the past, 15, 20 years, which one would I choose as a cuddly bear toy? And I guess I have to go with the one I already have a cuddly bear toy of. So one of my favorite groups of mammals are the anteaters. That my friends started giving me these stuffed giant anteaters. So I have like 4 or 5 of them, which is kind of embarrassing.